What is up, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Eddie's Customs and Restorations. In this episode, I will be talking about the Browning 1911 22LR pistol. Super sweet little gun to shoot. However, there are some downsides to it, so stay tuned for the live shooting section that I'm going to add right after this on the video. Just wanted to bring up a couple of little points about the gun prior to going into the rest of the details of it. Okay, so this is a very cute little gun to shoot. It's small. Even for me, it fits a little small in the hand, but it feels nice. It feels the nicest out of all the other 22 1911s that I have ever held. This one feels the smallest and the cutest. Not the smallest, but it's like the mid size. They got it just down right, in my opinion anyways, for my size of hand. I have a full size 1911, which is right here. Okay, I brought it out like this so y'all can see that there is no ammunition in this gun. So this is my full size 1911. So if we compare the two, you know, there is a size difference, substantial. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with right here. Okay, a very tiny little gun in 22, which also means you don't have to break the bank or empty out your pockets to go have fun with this little guy. You know, every time I go shoot this 1911, I think to myself, man, 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents. You know, it just makes me think like that, since I don't have a gun channel. This is a car channel, but I am talking about this gun in particular, and I'll also talk about another gun later on in another video. But this one I felt that I had to do a review on because it has an issue, and it is a safety issue. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I bring that out to the open, to the public, so that they can know what they're buying when they're out looking for a 1911 Browning in particular, this gun in particular. There are different ones. There's different colors and all that to them. So they're gonna have like one that's like a tan, and then there's another one that has the rail in the front. This one's more of a old style 1911, so it does not have the rail in the front. And what I mean by the rail is, if you look at my full size, it has a slit right here. That's that rail, so you can put on an attachment like a flashlight or a laser, things like that. You know, you can add stuff down there. This one you cannot. Okay, but my point to bringing that up is, you are still going to have the same problem regardless which version of the black label 1911s that you get. Okay, so they're all going to be the same design. That's my point. All right, so here I'm bringing you a closer look to the pistol, and the finish on this gun. It's an aluminum gun. I'm not exactly sure if it's the full gun that's aluminum, but there are aluminum pieces to this, and they're coated with a black coating. Okay, this coating is not very durable. Okay, if you look closely, there's paint already starting to come off in certain areas. And I do right here in this edge as well. I don't know if that's coming out on camera or not, but I take really good care of this gun. I keep it actually wrapped up with a microfiber towel in its case. Okay, so I take really good care of this gun, and even still I end up with little deals like that, little dings and stuff. So moving on, this gun disassembles just like a full size. So you see this button here, you're gonna push that, but first you're gonna align this second hump right there. You're gonna align it to that, and then you're gonna push that button that I mentioned. You're gonna push it through, and you're gonna take that out. Okay, and that right there is gonna allow you to take the slide off. Now also bear in mind that if you have your magazine in the mag hole, you're not going to be able to take the slide off. So make sure you have the mag out of the gun before you disassemble. Okay, and then the rest, you push this button in, you turn it, and then it all comes out. Okay, this guy, recoil spring, and your barrel. So it disassembles just like a full size. Okay, so let's put it all back together. Now, like I said, I really wanted to make this video for the sake of some of you are going to want to perhaps purchase this gun for your kid. You know, you have a little boy or a little girl that you want to teach them how to shoot, and you're like, man, I want to get them a really nice little 22 because it's an inexpensive round to shoot. You know, you take a 45 for example, and you go to the shooting range, and you know you're gonna spend a couple $100, you know, if you're wanting to shoot 300 rounds. You know, on this one I can buy a whole box of like 550 rounds for like $25. So you know what I'm saying, you can go have a lot of fun with a 22, and you get that practice in. So and then it's the same process, just in reverse now. That's it. So overall, beautiful gun to shoot. As I'm going to mention in the video, in the other section of the video, in the live shooting, I have shot actually more rounds than I mentioned on there. I've shot maybe like 2,000, and I've only had one failure to eject. So anyway, this is the gun. Let's get to some live shooting and show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're here at our homemade dueling tree or whatever. The pin is slightly out, okay, and with my nail I can actually push it in. So I just push that in, so it's super like loose and all that. So that's that common issue with this gun. So let's get started, see what kind of issues I can catch on camera right now. Let's go. Okay, one thing this gun does sometimes, it didn't do it right now, but the slide doesn't stay locked back after that last round. So this time it did it, but it doesn't always do that. Another thing, the mag quickly comes out, so it'll come sliding quickly and it'll just drop. So that's nice for the people that don't like to have to dig their mag out. So with this gun, you're not going to have that problem. On the contrary, you're going to have to run after it. Anyway, let's go. Okay, didn't do it again, so good. Well, had no issues there, but anyways, yeah, sometimes it doesn't stay locked back. The mag comes out real quick, so that's a nice feature to have. What else am I forgetting here? The pin, the most important thing, the pin is starting to come out again. So after 30 shots, that pin is starting to find its way back out. So I'm going to push it back in. See, so that's something that you're going to have to be babysitting all the time if you buy this gun. Beautiful gun. I've only had one fail to eject on this gun in about 1,300 rounds. So if you're okay with having to babysit that pin every time, yeah, go ahead and get this gun. It was about 600 and change I can't remember exactly the price, but it was about $600 and some for the gun. If let's see, if you don't have the mag inserted into the gun, you can't bring down the hammer. So if I try doing that right now, it doesn't do it. Okay, once I insert the mag, then it will. Okay, so that's I guess a safe issue, or a safe feature that they have, but they should really fix that feature. I mean, that feature. the pin from flying out. I'm gonna ask my old man and see if he's okay with me posting pictures of this. That pin had actually come out to about that much out, and the pin, which is that little circle right there, that's the pin. It's a little long rod, about that long. That's the firing pin. So when this retaining pin slid out that amount that I just said, the firing pin came shooting out the back and hit his face, or actually his cheek, and left a little grease mark on there where it slid off his face, so, or his cheek. It did not penetrate his skin. He didn't bleed or anything like that. However, it is still a safety issue. If he wasn't wearing safety glasses and he was, you know, if he had the gun just right to where this would have flown right back at his eye, he could have lost an eye, you know. So that's something that Browning should really consider fixing in the very near future. I sent this gun in to them already. It took them about 6 weeks. The gun came back, supposedly repaired, and I've only fired 200 rounds ever since then, and it's starting to happen again. So, oh well.